Summer is almost over and it's time for me to look through my closet and see what I actually wore and what's just taking up space. Back in March, I did a little reorganization declutter series on my channel, and if you guys want to watch that, I'll link that below so you get a little more context. But in that video, I separated my wardrobe into 3 sections. The first section was my favorite section, and that's all the things that I know and love. Next was my not now section, where I have stuff that I kind of wanted to break from and to see if I would think about it, as well as stuff that wasn't for the current season. So a lot of my fall winter stuff is in there as well. And the third section is what we'll be tackling today, which was my how section. It's the stuff I'm not really wearing and that I want to see if I can style more and fall in love with it, have it earn its keep into my favorites closet. We're going to see if all of these items behind me are good enough to go into my favorites closet, need more time in the how section, maybe I can style them more in the fall and the winter. They need to go into the not now section, they need to go away, and I can get some space from them and decide whether or not I want to declutter them or try styling them again next season, or they need to leave my closet. That is the plan for today. Let's get started. So we're starting off on the floor because we're talking about shoes and bags first. A wide variety of shoes because it started in March. I wanted this to include spring and summer pieces, and so that is what we started with. And here is what did not make the cut. First are these sneakers, and I really love everything about these sneakers, the shape, the different textures. It's just the color that makes these so hard for me to style, and it makes me not want to wear them. Specifically this like beige, and then this like hot pink color, and this like light pink. A lot of the like light pinks, gray, there's like gray on the back. These are just not colors that I love, and so it makes it hard to style. I don't have a lot of clothes that I feel like go well with these, and I like so much else about the shoes. I love the laces, I love the different textures, but I shouldn't have bought these because I don't like love every single detail about them. They are going to find a new home with somebody who loves them. Next is another shoe that I really love, and it's these Everlane Day heels. I got these back when I was in my corporate job, and I didn't really wear them that much then, and then when I quit my corporate job, I really never reached for them, so I put them out in this how section, hoping that maybe I would reach for them for like a day out or whatnot, and I just never reached for them. They feel too dressy for day, and they feel too casual for more dressy activities, so they never get worn. They're a really pretty color, but the color also makes them a little bit more difficult for me to style. So I'm really hoping somebody gets a lot of wear out of these because they are really beautiful. You guys will probably hear throughout this video that I really love stuff and I think it's really beautiful, even though I'm getting rid of it. That's because at this point in my personal style journey, I want to curate my closet to be my absolute favorites, and sometimes that means getting rid of things that I think are so beautiful, and if I saw it on someone else, I would be like, oh my god, so perfect on you, but that doesn't mean that it's good for me and my personal style. So I just want to make that clear, like, so many of these things are so lovely and beautiful, and that has been my problem in the past, is keeping lovely, beautiful things that don't work for me. And now let's get into my favorites from the shoe section so you guys can really see the contrast between what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. First up are these little booties. I wore these a ton in the spring. They were a really great transitional shoe for me when I didn't want to wear boots, but it was too cold for flats or any other type of shoe. These were so lovely, and so these are going to go into my favorites. Next we have these shoes. These are from Clark's, and straight away I knew that these were going to be favorites because I actually got these as a birthday gift in June, and I had been reaching for them over and over and over again so many times throughout the summer, and I've only had them for like 3 months at this point. I really just love the shoe shape, and they're a great like sandal flat alternative. These have really been a staple for me. Then we have these flats. These are from Kelsey Dagger. Love the pointed toe, and the texture really just adds to a more basic outfit, so these are going into my favorites. I wore these a ton as well. So next I'm going to talk about not now, and that is what I'm going to be storing away. It's these guys. These are from Corks. They're this beautiful like fisherman heeled sandal, and I don't really see myself wearing these in the fall and winter, so I am going to put them away, but I also don't feel like they were absolute favorites this season. I didn't wear them that often just because I don't wear a lot of black in the spring and summer, but also when I did wear them, I felt really confident. I loved the way that my outfits looked when I wore them. I'm also considering picking up this style in the brown. I think there's a brown version. I got these on Poshmark. I'm sure I could find the other ones on Poshmark. So that's something I'm also thinking about. So I think putting these away and revisiting them in the spring again will give me some clarity on whether or not I want to declutter them, replace them with the brown pair, or keep them in my closet in the black. So finally, let's talk about what's staying in the house section to see if I wear it in the fall and winter. First are these flats from Everlane. I have worn them once this summer. I've rarely worn them in past seasons. I'm hoping maybe I get a little more use out of them in the fall. fall, and they earn their place into my favorites. Next are these slingback little booties from Free People. I love this Western heel. I've worn these a handful of times. Sometimes I love my outfit, sometimes I don't love my outfit. Sometimes I feel like if I wore different shoes, I'd like my outfit more. So that's kind of in the back of my head. Both of these shoes are sort of on the more negative end of the house section. Like, they really need to prove themselves for me to not get rid of them the next time I declutter at the end of the year. So I'm really hoping that I can find a couple more outfits that I really like with these. I think because I don't love how these look with shorter silhouettes and proportions, I have like a negative feeling about them. But I know when I wear them with like jeans and pants, I like them more. So I'm gonna see sort of what outfits I come up with in the fall and winter, and we'll see if they earn a place in my wardrobe. Finally, I'm gonna talk about all the boots at the same time because they all have the same story. I wore them a bit in the spring, and then obviously summer hit, I stopped wearing boots altogether. And so these are gonna go back into the house section for the fall. I will say the boot that I probably wore the most in the spring would be this black knee-high boot. So this one I feel good about. I think I'm gonna get more wear out of this, and we're gonna keep an eye on the rest of these boots for the fall. All right, now moving on to bags, I have this little basket bag. This is from Universal Thread. It has like a crossbody strap. And I'll tell you, this is the perfect summer bag. I did not reach for it one single time, so I think this needs to find a new home. Then the other bag is this Dooney & Burke. It's regularly a crossbody, but I did a little kind of rejig and I made it into a shoulder bag. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm sort of still on the fence about it. I'm never like, oh, let me wear that one. But it's really nice. It fits a lot of stuff. I just have like another bag that's similar to this in size, and I like it better than this. I mean, but this is a beautiful bag. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should try to use this again in the fall, or should I just let it go? Next is this little evening bag. I put this in the house section thinking I was gonna wear it, but it's really just truly an evening bag, and I just need to put it with my evening bags and let it be a once in a while type of bag. And so that is what I'm gonna do with this. And now we have the two bags that are going to go into my favorite section, and that is this bag. This is a thrifted Coach bag. Can you tell I love like a woven leather detail? This is so pretty, and that chocolate brown is gorge. And then we have this vintage Cartier bucket bag. It's so gigantic and enormous, but I just really love it. And it's this gorgeous like mahogany burgundy color. I've worn these two the most out of all my How bags, so these are definitely good to move to my favorites. Okay, now we are gonna tackle all these clothes, so the rack and this shelf. Okay, so first we're gonna go through the stuff that I'm absolutely decluttering. First, this mini skirt. I like it, but I didn't really wear it at all this summer, and I feel like this is sort of the opportunity. I think I'm just like not really a mini skirt type of gal. And I have another mini skirt, but it's actually a skort, so I feel like that's a bit easier to wear. I don't feel as comfortable wearing a mini skirt, so this one's going bye-bye. Then we have 3 pairs of leggings, and I thought maybe I'd wear these in the spring or walk around the house when I want to feel comfortable, but I just never reach for these, so these 3 pairs of leggings are also getting decluttered. Then we have this pair of pants, and these are from Uniqlo. These are from the Inez de la Frisson collaboration. They are linen blend, they have an elastic waist and a side zipper. I really loved these for a long time, but I just realized I don't wear a lot of black in the summer, so I rarely reach for these. And then also they are just a hair too short. I feel like they're a bit too cropped on me, so these are gonna go as well. Then we have these Big Bud press trouser shorts. You might have seen these in my clothing I never wear that I'm styling, and I styled these 3 different ways, and I liked those outfits, but these are just not my favorite. They feel difficult to style, and I think they deserve a new home. Next we have these 3 t-shirts. I have a plain one with a pocket, this red Golden Gate Bridge vintage guy, this little pirate man, and this dogfish head one. I might keep the dogfish head one and just wear it around my house. I think for kind of everyday outfits, I'm not reaching for it. That that is going to be removed from my kind of everyday wardrobe. Then finishing off with the hanging stuff, 3 tops are getting decluttered. This is a top I bought last year. I've never worn it. I never reach for it. I don't know, it never feels right. Then we have this guy that I thrifted, and I like this. I wish it was a 3-color sort of rugby shirt instead of just 2. And there's something about this mustard yellow that kind of throws me off. And finally, we have this guy, which again, you might have seen me style in 3 pieces that I never wear and I'm styling. And I styled this 3 ways. And again, I just wasn't happy with it. She also needs to go. Then I have 2 dresses, kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum. We have this guy from Universal Thread, which I actually decluttered in the past and then brought it back. And I just feel like, I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. I feel like maybe it's too light for me. You guys let me know if I should hang on to it. It's like a midi length that has a V-neck with sort of 3/4 sleeves. It has an A-line skirt. It's really pretty. I don't know. I have so many dresses that I like better. I think that's the thing. There are a lot of dresses that I really like better than this. But I do really like this. I like the gingham. I like the brown kind of color. I just don't know. I'm not wearing like my regular brown shoes with this either. What shoes can I wear with this? I think this is going to be a no. I think I'm going to stick to my guns and we're going to declutter her. And then this dress I really love, but it's just too bright, I think, for me. It's very bright and bold, and I think that someone else would love this a lot more than me and wear it a lot more. I've only worn this 2 or 3 times, and I've had it for 3 years. So I think it needs a new home. And I have this jacket that I tried to tea dye, and it worked pretty well, but it made the buttons like leak black. I don't know, and the fit just wasn't like great. It's a small, and with my shoulders, I'm just not usually a small in jackets, and so I think this also needs to go. All right then, and conversely, let's talk about favorites. And I also want to include the shirt that I'm wearing. It's like a long sleeve linen blend. It has this like really pretty like painted texture on it that I thrifted. This is a favorite that was actually in my hat section. And then the shorts that I'm wearing that you cannot see are also shorts that were in my how-to section and are going to be moving it to my favorite section. I will show a clip of those somewhere here. Those are 2 items in addition to the things I'm going to share with you here. Continuing on with shorts, I got these for my birthday this year and I've really been loving them. I really liked all my outfits that I wore with these. They're great. They're from Levi's and I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, so I'm excited to have these in my favorites. And these are just Madewell shorts that I got last year, and they're just like normal standard shorts that I feel like I need to hang on to. Basically, I don't love shorts, so I'm not like obsessed with these, but they are handy when I need a pair of denim shorts. Finally, for bottoms, we have these Uniqlo linen pants. They're like a tapered leg. I wore these a good amount this summer. It wasn't like super hot, so I was able to get away with them for a couple days in a row, and they're just such a beautiful green color. I do love wearing these when I want to get that like trouser element in my outfit, even in the summer. We have these 2. So this is like a vest. It is actually a top, but I've been mostly wearing it as a vest. It's been great for summer layering. I have used this so much. I'm so happy that I bought it, and I'm excited to put this in favorites. And then this was a late arrival. I got this in June as well, and it's from Quince, and I just love this color. This was a really great addition to my wardrobe. I don't have a lot of dark colors in summer items, so having this has been a game changer. We have these 2 dresses. These are short sleeve mini dresses. This is a vintage Liz Claiborne denim dress, and then this is a Tradlands little, I don't know what the name of this dress is, but it's really cute. It's in this like terracotta gingham color, and these were great this summer. I didn't wear this denim one as much as this gingham one, but when I did wear this, I really felt great in it, and so that's why it's going to go into my favorites. I think it's a piece that will be in my closet for a really long time. It has all those details that I really love. The zigzag stitching, the utility elements. I really don't have anything else like this in my wardrobe, so this is definitely a favorite. Likewise, I love a printed dress. This has been my go-to for like super hot days when I just can't be bothered, and it's cool, and I feel like kind of put together. Then for long dresses, this is from spring, which is why it's long sleeve, but every time I wore this, I felt so cute in it. I layered it a lot with sweaters and sweater vests, and I just love the print and the color, and yeah, this was a go-to for me in the spring. And then for the summer maxi dress, it's this really long one from Anthropologie, and I just absolutely love this. I love the colors in it. I wore this multiple times this summer, even though it's quite dressy, but I think it's just a gorgeous dress that's perfect for like a dressy event in the summer. Okay, now I'm going to talk about stuff that is DIY / I'm not sure about it. 2 DIYs that I want to do are with these sweaters. This sweater is gorgeous. I absolutely love it, but the fit isn't like beautiful. So I'm wondering if I can do that thing where you sort of stretch it out. I can't remember the word for it. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. It's like you wet it and then you roll it out and then you pin it, and it's supposed to sort of like stretch it out in a way. I don't know, but that's something I'm considering doing with this because the fit just isn't 100% perfect. I want it to feel like a little more like loose. So I want to try and maybe DIY this in some way. And then for this, I want to see if I can dye this because I really like this sweater. I like the little collar. It's like a lightweight fabric and it's a very comfortable sweater for me, but it is cotton rayon. So I don't know how well that's going to go, but I think it's really pretty. I just think it's too beige. So I'd love to make this into a different color. 2 other things that I would like to dye is this little cropped flutter sleeve and this linen button down. I like both of the silhouettes of these, but I do not like the colors. This pink just makes me feel very washed out, and same with this like light blue. But with the flutter sleeve, like I don't know if it's gonna help because I also don't love like the black print on it. But I don't know if that's because of the light pink against it or what. So I don't know. Do you think I should dye these? And if you do, what color do you think I should dye them? Finally is this dress, and I think this is absolutely gorge, but I don't wear a lot of black in the summer. It's 100% silk, so I'm really only wearing it in the summer. Maybe in the fall. Maybe I'll put this in the how-to section. I also have a lot of black dresses that I put in the fall section, and so I maybe want to put it head-to-head against those. And I will say I did wear this summer, and I felt really good in this dress, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Style it in the fall, compare it to my other black dresses, let me know in the comments. For now, I'm going to put it in the how-to section. So next we're going to talk about stuff that I'm sort of on the fence about, and I don't feel like I'm going to wear into fall, winter, so I want to sort of put it away and then revisit it in spring of next year. So for this pile, it's 2 pairs of overalls, 3 pairs of shorts, and yeah, I just didn't wear them as much, and I just don't know if that's because I wore other stuff more or because I forgot about these. I'm just not sure. And I did wear each of them like once or twice. So I did like the way I felt in them, but I feel like I don't have enough information to like put them in the favorites. So these are going into storage. And same with these pants. Okay, so now let's talk about the hows. First, we have this sweater that I ended up getting in June, so I really haven't had the opportunity to like wear it a ton. But it's this 100% cotton quince sweater. I really like the play stripe, and I'm excited to try and style it more in cooler months. And then this sweater, I thought I'd wear it more in the spring. Again, these have been in here since March, so I definitely had an opportunity to wear this, but I just haven't been reaching for like big oversized cardigans, even though it's super pretty. It's from the brand BDG. It's that kind of item that I feel like maybe I'm not wearing right now, but I definitely will be in the future. It's just like so cozy and amazing. So this I'm also gonna keep in the house section. Next, we have a bunch of t-shirts. We have an Orla Gartland t-shirt that I got for my birthday. I also got 2 Abercrombie t-shirts that I got for my birthday, and then a couple of t-shirts that I wore a little bit in the summer, and I think I will get more wear out of in the fall, winter. And that is a vintage Disney tee. It's green Pantone tee. It's like kind of got the energy of a solid tee, but it has the word Pantone on it. I really like this Allagash t-shirt, and I really want to make it work. It has like a captain on it, and he's drinking a beer, and it's like very cute. I know that this will fit into my style. I just need to figure it out. Maybe this will be part of my next video where I style things that I never wear, because I really love this. This like little Wisconsin thrifted tee. It says, "Nothing tips like a cow, Wisconsin." And those are all the t-shirts. So a much smaller pile than it was. Then we have 2 sweatshirts. I wore these a handful in the spring. I just want to see like how they fare against my favorite sweatshirts and see if I wear these more or if they feel like something that I'm just wearing to get the wear out of them because they're in my wardrobe. But I do like the colors of both of these, and I don't have sweatshirts already in these colors. I feel like maybe they'll end up in my favorites, but we'll see. Then we have a stack of pants. We have 4 pairs of jeans, 2 blue and 2 like cream neutral, and then we have this pair of like cargo pants on the top that I feel like are more true fall. I really thought I'd be wearing these more, but I didn't wear these a lot, and I want to see if I'll get more wear out of them in the fall and winter. Then we have another stack of pants, which is more lightweight pants. These lightweight gingham pants, 2 pairs of wide leg pants, railroad stripe pants, a pair of olive overalls that I actually got in June, so I just really haven't had an opportunity to wear these. And then these are more of a tapered leg pants that I dyed myself, and I have just been struggling to style these, so I really want to try and make more of an effort in the fall. Maybe I'll get more wear out of them in the fall. The color is just so good. I'm determined to style these. If the angle's a little bit different, I just ran into my tripod and moved everything, so sorry about that. Let's talk about the hanging stuff. First, when it comes to dresses, we have the silk one we talked about already. This long sleeve cotton one, I really love this one, and I think I'll get more wear out of this in the fall. It feels a bit kind of dressy, so I'm not sure. Maybe it'll sort of go in my dressy category and out of my regular wardrobe, but I just think it's super, super pretty. Then we have this quince one that I have been wanting to wear, but it's just been so hot with the long sleeve, and it's like a true midi length. So I'm excited to wear this when it gets a little bit cooler. And then I have two shirt dresses. I have this one from Quince in like a denim that I am super excited to wear. It's again been just too hot. And then same with this. It's a J.W. Anderson one that I've had for a couple years now and I've never worn. I think I just need to bite the bullet and wear it out and like rip the band-aid off. I'm so worried about ruining it because I just really like it so much, but the point of clothes is to wear clothes, so I'm just going to wear it, and if it gets stained, then it gets stained, or, you know, I can bleach it. It's not the end of the world. So those are the dresses. Moving on to tops. We have this top. My mom actually just picked this up for me. It was very sweet of her, so I'm excited to wear this. This is from Lauren Conrad. It kind of reminds me of Cezanne. I love the little ruffle neck, so I'm excited to wear that. And here we have another ruffle neck guy. This I've had for a couple years now. I am on the fence about keeping this. I would love like a true summer version that's actually in like a natural material instead of this chiffon polyester blend, but for now it will do. I'll be hanging on to this until I find something better, but it does serve a purpose. It's like a short sleeve version with a little high neck, so until I find a better version, this is staying in the house section. And then this is one that I thought I would wear more in the spring, but I just never reached for it. I think it's so pretty. It's like got this scarf print. It's in like a dark navy with these purples and these browns, so I'm excited to style this for fall. Moving on to skirts, we have my navy skirt, which I really love. I love the way I look in this, but I haven't really worn it enough to warrant putting it in my favorites, so it stays in the house section. And we have this skirt that I literally didn't wear the whole time, but I think it's perfect for fall because it's this beautiful cargo silhouette and it's like a poly blend, so I think it's going to be a little bit warmer for the fall winter. Then we have this red gingham skirt. I didn't wear this that much this season either, but I really liked the outfit that I did wear with it. I want to keep it around, and maybe I won't wear it. Maybe I don't see myself wearing it in the fall and winter, so maybe I'll put this away and bring it out next season. Then we have these Lucy and Yak dungarees. I got these as an anniversary gift, and I debated putting these into my favorites even though I've only worn them once. I really loved the outfit that I put together with them. It was just a plain t-shirt with these, and I love that the legs are adjustable. You can either have them be wide leg, or they have these little ties and you can make them into more of like a tapered leg, and I just think they're beautiful, and they're this cotton linen blend. Can't say enough good things about these. I definitely think I will wear these more in the fall and winter, layered and stuff, so I'm excited. I think these are on their way to being a favorite. Finally, we have two jackets, which I knew I wouldn't wear in the summer, but I thought I'd wear more in the spring. I think these are both contenders for becoming favorites in the fall if I wear them. We have this lightweight kind of mustardy blazer and then this chore jacket from Pendleton, so these are staying in the house section as well. So now I'm going to look in my favorites closet to see if there's anything I want to move to the house section, the declutter pile, or if there's anything that I want to store away to look at next spring summer. Okay, so one pair of shoes that I want to put in my house section is these mint Mary Jane flats. I think these are the Michaela flats, and I like these a lot, but I don't know if like the color is great in my wardrobe, so I'm thinking about two things. I'm going to see how much I wear them in the fall, which I feel like will not be that much, but I really didn't wear them that much this spring and summer. There is a specific outfit that I really like wearing these with, and it's this one, so that's the thing that's like making me want to keep these. But I also am considering like maybe I could dye them or have them dyed. Is that wild? Because they're really comfortable. I love how they look. I think they still make these. I could probably get a pair in a different color, but I don't know. I don't know if the light green is right for me. I don't love how they look on my feet in terms of the color only. I think the style's really cute, so let me know if you think I can dye them or if I should get them in a different color, or maybe I'll wear them in the fall. But until I figure that out, they are gonna go in the house section. Then we have 3 pairs of sandals. Basically, I'm gonna store all all of these. I panic bought sandals last year before I went to Paris for the Olympics, and I bought these 2 sandals. And then I love these Birkenstocks so much, but I'm just not wearing a lot of black, so I really have not reached for them that much this summer. I'm gonna store these away, get a little bit of space between when I bought them and the future season, and come back to them in spring of next year and reassess then. In terms of clothes, I have a couple pieces that I want to move to my house section from my favorites closet. A couple are t-shirts. I have this very super old Brandy Melville t-shirt in this like rosy coral color. I think I'll wear it a good amount, but I just want to fall back in love with it because I really have worn this a ton. The next one is this guy. I love the idea of this so much. I just think this is such a fun t-shirt, but every time I wear it, I don't feel great in it. And I just don't know if I need to get over myself or just get rid of it. So I'm putting it in the house section to see how much I wear it and to see how I feel in the outfits that I wear with this. Next is this deviled egg t-shirt. And I just think this is hilarious, but I never, ever, ever reach for it. So I think it might be this like beigey color. So I want to just like put it out in front and really try to thoughtfully style this. Finally, we have this high neck sweatshirt from Champion. I got this early spring last year and I wore it a handful of times, but I just really want to try and style it in more ways. Here is the house section as it stands now, and I decluttered 20 items today, which is really exciting. But I will be going through all of my stored fall items in next week's video and adding anything that I want to style for fall into the house section, and then everything else will be basically decluttered. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy my video where I share my tips on how to create more outfits without buying any new clothes. So I will link that here and see you guys in the next one. Bye!